What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Ill Streak, and I'm very excited today because I actually just recently made another vehicle purchase. I thought I liked the Corvette, but I traded it in because I got this awesome steal deal on this Audi R8 over here. It's all mine, 100% owned, brand new, all mine, nobody else. This is me, baby.
You serious? Serious, man? Really? Really?
Get out of the shop, man. You man. All right, you got me. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to a good friend of mine. This is Tav. He is an artist, he is a designer, and he is definitely an entrepreneur. Good friend of mine, you know, he holds it down for me, and we work together. And I mean, I'm blessed to actually be in his presence today because he's allowing me to share the story with you guys on how he went and bought his dream car. This is your dream car, right?
Oh, definitely.
This is the one?
This is the one.
You just picked it right out of your imagination and it manifests.
Yeah, this is it.
That's awesome, man. So tell me about it. What do you got?
So this is my R8. I call her Zoe. Finally picked out a name for her.
Why Zoe?
I just always like that name. It's short and sweet.
It's not
somewhat aggressive, somewhat unique too.
Yeah.
So I like it.
So when did the dream start?
Actually, it was 2008 when I was walking down through my neighborhood, and walking to get some breakfast one morning, and I see this beautiful car, and I didn't know what it was. I was looking for any markings. I'd never seen it before. I looked through the back window and I see the engine just sitting there. And it was just gorgeous. It's the first car that ever made me do a double take, a triple take. I just stopped and I was like, I need this car. I want this car. So that's when it all started. 2008 when I first saw this car.
And it is now 2015.
Yeah.
What was it like living through those years? Just like, man, I got to get this. It's gonna happen.
Oh, it was torture. It was torture, but it was also, I was really compelled, really moved to be like, I can't just talk about this. I have to make this happen. Like, I want this car. I love the design of it. I love its form meets function. And it's one of those things that I just kept thinking about it, kept dreaming about it. And, eventually just aligned myself into making it happen.
So a lot of us out there have our own dream cars where we'll be on the street in our regular car and our dream car will pull up next to us. Has that ever happened to you before you bought the R8?
Oh, that happened a lot of times. So where in the neighborhood I lived, there was this guy who had a Lamborghini and he had an Audi R8, a white Audi R8, like Ibis white, with I think like
Ibis white.
Yeah, Ibis
See,
white.
that's rich white. Most people say my car's white.
No, this is Ibis.
This is Ibis white.
I had some baby blue blades on it.
Oh man.
And it looked pretty clean, but I was just like, that's my car. What are you doing driving my car? And what really upset me was that he would park his car outside under this tree, and birds just all over it. Like, to him, he was just like, oh, this is my toy, right? Yeah. And I was like, because he had a Lamborghini.
He had the Lamborghini.
So I was just like, man, that must be nice.
Oh, this is my regular car. This isn't even my dream car.
Yeah, so
I wouldn't park the Lambo under the tree.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. That's all good because I mean, the Audi R8 is respectfully a monster. So when Tav was just parking his car, I mean, he's in first gear, just barely putting gas in, parking the car, the whole place was shaking. Like, the Richter scale people were calling us, like, what are you guys doing over there in that parking lot? You're throwing off our sensors. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. True story. True story.
True, real true.
Yeah, actually, they're calling me right now. Hold on, let me take that. All right, Tav, so what is your favorite ownership story thus far? What was the funniest or best thing that happened while you were driving?
Oh, man. So it's taken a little getting used to this car, driving it. I mean, people are always coming out just from anywhere, just yelling, hey, what's up, thumbs up, like, good job, I love your car. But probably the craziest thing that's happened so far, and it just continues to get like worse and worse actually, but it's also fun, is I was walking out of a club one day and there was two girls just waiting by the back of my car, just waiting to see who would get in.
Wait, are you serious?
I'm serious. It was creepy. It was a little creepy,
I
honestly.
quit. I quit right now.
But you know, my car is probably the best wingman I've had in a while.
My car is the. I'm making that as a T-shirt. My car is the best wingman I've ever had. Tab. That's so dope, man.
But yeah, but just.
Not one, but two.
Yeah, two.
So they already knew that they were sharing, no matter who it was.
But oh, it gets better. It gets better. So this happened on Friday night. I was just out, just this last Friday. I was out and I was driving home from the club, and I was at a stoplight, and I hear this tapping on my window, like rapidly tapping. And I look over, and it's two girls just being like, "Yo, wind down the window, wind down the window." So I roll down the window, I wind it down, and they're like, "Oh, can we get in?" I'm like, "I only got room for one, And they looked at each other.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm cool. All right. Okay. I'm sorry.
True story. They look at each other, and then the girlfriend looks at me and says, "This is my girl's dream car. This is her favorite car. Can she ride with you?" And I was like, "Get in. I mean, let's go." So she hops in. And we take off, right?
Yeah.
And we're driving off.
Just left her friend on the corner.
Just left her friend on the corner, but her friend understood. Her friend was like, I can't be mad at you,
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow, you're like, this must be a really nice car if you're willing to get into a strange black man's vehicle at 2 a.m. in the morning.
2 a.m.
Yeah,
black dude driving.
And take off.
In the Audi R8. Never met you before.
Yeah.
It didn't even matter what you look like or talk.
It
Nah,
didn't matter.
it's
It
all
didn't
good. But the fact that it's this, this handsome young man, Tav Shande, as well, that probably eased her concerns. And at first she was like, maybe, should I? Let's just at least tap on the glass. Like, oh, it's a go. He's nice. He's a designer, artist, and entrepreneur. Oh yeah, we're in. We're in this. They almost had a fight to the death to see who was gonna ride the car. What advice do you have for somebody who's on the road to success, but not there yet?
My biggest piece of advice really would be just stay persistent. Be persistent, never give up. I mean, if you fail at something, it's not really a failure. It's just really learning what you need to do next to make it happen, right? And just be smart, keep your eye on the prize really, and just be persistent. Don't give up, because that's what I think it makes the difference between someone who succeeds and someone who doesn't. Is the person who succeeds, it's failed 100 times before, but they just kept going. Whereas the person who failed once and gave up, and that was the end of their story. And I mean, on a financial note, I would say...
Uh-oh, here we go. He's going to drop bank accounts on us. Hold on, let me prepare myself. No, go ahead.
No, I would say just don't ever really limit yourself to one revenue stream, right? A lot of people think about this kind of idea. It's an old concept of working 40 hours a week, 40 years or whatever, and then retiring, and then that being that, right? But, you want to have things out there making money for you while you're sleeping, right? So for me, what opened my eyes to it was back in a while, I quit my job around, when was it? It was sometime around 2008, right? 2008, 2009. And I just worked on art, worked on projects, and just kind of experimented with things that I wanted to work on. And one of those things was iPhone apps. And just kind of found that, I could have total control of this project and release something and release it to the world, the whole world, globally. And they would want to buy it. So that was another thing that just helped me out financially, definitely.
All right. Cool, man. So if you want an R8, quit your job, make iPhone apps. Too long, didn't read. Quit your job, make
exactly.
No, I'm kidding. So what you're saying is, if you want to get to Tav's level and buy the R8, quit your job, make iPhone apps. Got it. Okay, video cut.
No. So don't get me wrong. I don't think everyone should just go and start quitting their jobs. Really, I think it's really about finding what you love doing and doing that. I mean, if you love your job, by all means, do that. But if it's something you don't love, look for other things, experiment, but you can also keep your day job and find other sources of revenue. I mean, the whole thing is just to experiment, right? Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something. Do it, right? If you love it, do it. Find out what you love to do, and that's what you're going to be most passionate about, and that's where you're going to be really successful in, is what you're doing, while you're not at your 9 to 5, while you're not at work. You're working on your dreams. So.
All right, I like that. All right, so I'll stay at work, but I'm going to work on my iPhone apps outside of work. And then when the iPhone apps get big enough so I don't have to work, so that's what you're looking at, guys.
That's right. Maybe
All right.
you kick back on a beach somewhere with your laptop once in a while.
That's what's up.
near a racetrack somewhere, you know.
Exactly. Tav, I like you, Tav. You think very well, man. You're a smart young man, and I'm very happy for all the success that you've achieved in life, bro.
Thanks.
All right, guys. Special guest Tav and special guest Zoe. We just got back from having lunch at Alice's, and we played follow and chase a little bit in the hills. Tav wins. I bought him breakfast.
It's good. It's great.
You ain't gotta rub it in, man. It's my show, damn it. No, but look, the R8 is an incredible ride. You can hear it from a mile away. It's just a phenomenal machine. Once again, I'm happy for you. I hope you get all the attention and fame and glory that one's R8 can bring. Plus, you deserve it. You're a nice guy.
Appreciate it.
You work hard. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could talk to his mom, I'd be like, Tav's mom, you did a great job. Tav's dad, you raised a wonderful kid. He's a good friend of mine, and
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Love it.
See, all right, guys, I think we're done here. So, anything you want to say before we end it?
Nothing. Just like, keep trying, keep working hard, and be safe on the streets and have fun.
Yeah, be safe. All right, keep driving. All right, peace.